Hi folks, welcome back to the channel and thanks for joining me on this video today. So I wanted to talk about some self-care habits that you need in your life, and I think are extremely important to keep you positive, stay motivated and just believe in yourself. So let's get into it. The first one I want to talk about is you should have at least one positive thought per day. One in the morning when you get up, or one in the evening before you go to bed, or even both. Say something positive to yourself when you get up in the morning or before you go to bed. Like in the morning, I'm so grateful to wake up breathing, it's going to be a great day. Or if you're going to bed, tell yourself tomorrow is a new day, there'll be no mistakes, I've learned from today, tomorrow's going to be even better. Or if you can't think of any words, there's so much motivational little shorts out there on YouTube with people who have put together some really nice words, and it's, the longest short's like 90 seconds I think, and it's amazing how quickly a few words can come together and make you feel better. So I've got a wee video here, so check this. It's only 22 seconds long, but I watch it every morning and it does wonders.
We will never be this young again. Time moves fast and every moment is precious. Cherish the little things, live with no regrets, and embrace every experience as it comes. Life is fleeting, so make the most of it. Love deeply, laugh often, and live fully.
So I hope you heard that. Just a few wee words and they're great. But you don't have to go down that route. It could be about anything. Just whatever you're comfortable saying. It will do wonders for that day. What about brain puzzles? Maybe you're not into that, and maybe you are. Sometimes the brain puzzles are really good and you can get so much on the phone now which you can carry about for you. Maybe just do one a day. It helps develop those cognitive connections in your brain. And maybe if you're not into puzzles, you could maybe read a book. But what's quite good about the puzzles is they can be quite short, and when you achieve it, you get that wee kind of feel-good moment, and I think that's quite important for you and your mental attitude. So this one is probably my favourite, to be honest, and this is going out into nature for a walk. Now this could be walking your dog or just going for a walk yourself, and I'm not talking about going through the park in the city, because I don't believe that's right. I mean going to a forest where there's very little artificial noise, and by that I mean cars flying about, maybe sirens, helicopters going over. That excuse me, that human sound which is just not natural. Getting into nature, listening to the birds, listening to the wind blowing through the trees. I know it sounds a wee bit cheesy and corny, but just walking through these forests, and don't just walk through the forest. Don't pull out the phone and get disconnected. Turn that phone off even. That would be the best thing. Don't leave it in the car because maybe an accident would happen or something. Turn the phone off. Walk through that forest with your dog and just listen to the sounds, connect with nature. We've become so disconnected from nature. It's really not healthy. And even myself, I struggle to fully disconnect sometimes and listen to Mother Nature out there. But see, when I do, it's really calming, it's really relaxing, it really takes a weight off your shoulders. I think a lot of people, they think they're disconnecting by going to the forest, and they're really not. Think about every step you take forward and just let your senses open up. You've got to turn off things like the phone, pagers, because how often does your phone ping a day? And it just drags you back into that digital world, and I don't think that digital world is at all healthy. I think it's good for certainly resetting your body, and maybe that's what I kind of mean in different words, but resetting your body and that mental and physical health as well, getting the heart and the lungs working and the fresh air in those lungs as well. All it is a plus. We came from nature, it's where we belong. Everybody has their own opinion, but I don't believe we belong in cities. We belong in the fields and the forests where we are part of nature, and to connect truly back to that, I think is really important for our mental state and our well-being. The next one, I would say, and people may find it a bit weird, but certainly not the people who are from the Med, is a wee afternoon nap. A wee siesta, as some people know it as. And it can actually be really good for you. You know, we fight against it as youngsters. I certainly get that wee dozy spot about 2 o'clock, and if my wee girl's not there, I might just have like a 20-minute nap, or kind of off and on. And you do actually feel really good. And I think it recharges you. So it's quite important maybe it's quite hard for people, you know, if they're working till 5 o'clock. And I don't think companies are going to start bringing in beds where you can go and have a wee afternoon nap. So maybe this suggestion or idea is only for a certain amount of people. But, you know, we do hear of people from the Med, they'll have a wee siesta, they'll work later into the evening, but maybe they have it right. Maybe that's the way. I remember my my father telling me when he used to go on courses to Switzerland, the guy that used to lecture from his house, and he'd vanish in the middle afternoon, and, you know, Dad would ask, where's he gone? And oh, he's just gone to his bedroom. I think he had a wee kind of sofa where he'd just have a wee siesta, and he'd be back in about 30 minutes, fully recharged, ready to go. So maybe some people have it right. Maybe we have it wrong in the UK, where we don't have any siesta and we just work right through, and it's not too healthy. But it's something to think about. Drinking lemon water, you know, it's really good for you. It will give you a boost of vitamin C and antioxidants. I would say always fresh lemon. Don't buy the pre-squeezed lemon. Why would you? Fresh lemon, slice it up, or whatever you need for the glass or the amount of water you're drinking. Squeeze it in or slice it up. Organic lemons, unwaxed, and they will really help your immune system, and they're full of antioxidants. But if you want to go one better, and I have this most days, and I've mentioned it in previous videos, is my ginger and turmeric tea. And that is about a spoonful of grated ginger, about half a spoonful of grated turmeric into the cup, boiling water on, leave it to cool down a bit, because if you put the next ingredients in when it's too hot, it will just kill the beneficial properties. So let it cool down, but it's still warm because it's a tea, so you want it to be quite pleasant for drinking. So let it cool down, add a good spoonful of honey. Now I'd like to add also, before going any further, we're talking either homegrown ginger and turmeric or organic. The honey, I'm not talking about some cheap rubbish from one of the high street supermarkets, preferably raw or home reared bees and your own honey. And then a good squeezed lemon, again organic, homegrown, not lemon juice. Give it a good stir up, And if you can, ground pepper, that helps the turmeric absorb into your body. And drink that. I have that every day. But be careful because it can lower blood pressure. So just trial and error and see how it works for you. And the different kind of amounts as well of the ginger and turmeric. It really, I love it in the morning. It's really like a good start to the day. And then I've got my water through the day, which sometimes is maybe a lemon water or just plain water. I've really started favouring the gas water as well. So it's kind of mixed up between all that. But the ginger and turmeric tea is definitely high on my list. Now this one might be more for the ladies out there, but a scented candle. Now again, I'm not talking about rubbish, which is almost like toxic, the scent that comes off it. I'm talking about high quality candles. One, and even better, ones that you can make, because making a candle's not that hard, but there's all different kind of herbs and flowers out there that could be used in a candle. Lavender is an excellent candle for helping you relax and de-stress. I don't have a scented candle, I just have a nice quality candle, and watching that burn brings quite an element of warmth and relaxation to the room. I'm quite lucky to have a wee stove in the living room, and watching that just burn away. Granted, I can only use it in the winter, so a candle is probably better in the summer. But this flame is quite relaxing. And if you can provide a nice healthy scent to that candle, it's just, I think, a wee bonus. But some people might not like that scent. My wee girl's quite sensitive to sound and smell, so she wouldn't favour that. So it really depends on the individual, but she loves the stove being on. She enjoys watching those flames flicker. It brings quite a lot of relaxation to myself and the family. Next one is herbal teas. So I'm not sure where you are in herbal teas, but at the moment I'm kind of into my ginger and turmeric, as I've just mentioned. But prior to that, before I came onto that, I liked my green teas, my mint teas, chamomile teas, melissas, nettle, so quite a range. I'd have my green tea in the morning as a kind of energy boost. Mint tea was always good after a meal. It helped with digestion and calming the stomach. And the chamomile teas before bed to calm you down and help you have a good night's sleep. The melissa is good for stress levels, but there's lots of other teas out there. Try not get sucked into the kind of cheaper combinations. Don't go with green tea and lemon. It's not a good combination. Keep green tea to itself, keep mint to itself, keep chamomile to itself. Don't try and mix them. Use quality teas, herbal teas. There's companies out there. You'll probably find them on the internet more. They are more expensive, but I think you'll get a much better health benefit from it, better health, antioxidants, stronger leaves, and that's better for your health and well-being. You don't have to go through the whole Japanese ritual, although they do have it pretty nailed with drinking teas. But it's good to be in a place of comfort, and whether it be in a kind of garden, maybe you've got a wee corner that's quite peaceful and relaxing, it's got good energy, or maybe just curling up on the sofa in your wee corner of the room, turn the TV off, maybe a soft light, and really just take a moment and enjoy that nice tea, and I think it'll do you wonders. If you have a garden, going on a wee garden tour, working in the garden is, I think, definitely very good for you. You're out in the fresh air, you're amongst nature, you're getting your hands dirty, which I think is good. We live in too much of a sterilised world, disconnected from nature. So getting out into that garden, a break from the interior of your house, maybe from your home office, that disconnection. It can really get rid of anxiety, lift depression, and reduce stress. And go out, pull up a few weeds, dig up some old plants, flowers that need out, and sort the garden for the next year. Set up a wee plan on what you're going to do. Maybe grow some vegetables or fruits, then you get that food reward, which is very a sense of achievement that you've done this, and that mentally can be really good for you. I would say cutting the grass is great. It can be quite therapeutic. The problem is we have a lot of electric or petrol lawnmowers, which are quite noisy and distractive when you're trying to connect with nature. I actually bought a push lawnmower, no petrol engine, no electric. You just kind of old school push it, and it's actually really quite therapeutic, and well, you cut the grass at the same time. It's really nice. It's quite a workout, to be honest. So it can be quite hard work, but it's really nice. Because lawnmowers are quite noisy, and this is lovely to use. Maybe if you've got a bit more land, you could buy a scythe, and that's a good workout as well. So there is companies where you can buy gardening tools like that, and there's the small scythes as well for more detailed work. The final one I would like to talk about is getting away. Plan a trip. Get away from the stresses of life. Just disconnect. You don't need to do some big 4-week exotic cruise. You don't need to go to the French Polynesies. Even just a weekend, a long weekend away can do yourself wonders. Leave on the Friday after work, come back late Sunday. Those, couple of nights of disconnection, maybe being in a hotel, having food made for you, just forgetting about the world, relaxing, will do you wonders. It's important to get away. You may have a bucket list of, I really don't like the bucket list term, to be honest, but you may have a bucket list of where you want to go, places you want to see. I don't think you should have that, because if you can't get on a tick on that bucket list, maybe it'll start to stress you more. Just try and do small holidays. It's just about getting away and disconnecting, and I think that's healthier for you. Wherever you are in the world, there will be nice places where you can get to within a couple of hours, I'm sure, and just to escape that kind of everyday cycle of life. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little video. It's just something different, and it's important to look after yourself. You've got to stay healthy, stay mentally and physically healthy, and yeah, try out some of these and see if it improves yourself, gives you more focus in life. Leave a comment and let me know how you get on, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.